Alright guys, welcome back to Alex Fishing. Today I just wanted to show you guys a little fishing hack. This is good if you wanna, this can save your soft plastics and your time. Because when you're fishing, you know you have a fish on the fish will pull off the soft plastic or scoot it all the way up your line. You have to re-rig it and everything. This is just a little hack to keep going. All you need is some super glue and your hook and bait. Now, you don't want to do this if you just have a couple hooks. If you have a bunch of hooks, then yeah, that's a good idea. But if you only have like three of these hooks or whatever, don't do this because you'll just, if you put super glue on, if you do what I'm about to do to them, it basically means you only use this bait on them, but it always saves that bait. But if you have only a few hooks, you don't want to do this. If you have a bunch of hooks and you're willing to give up one, or however many you want for soft plastics, then it's good. So I'm just going to do this to one of the worms. This is just a 4/0 Yum Dinger, or not 4/0, 4-inch Yum Dinger. And I'm using just a little 2/0 wide gap hook. So it's pretty good for weightless and finesse fishing because small profile bait, slow sinking because of a small hook. And all you want to do, it depends on what you want to do. You can do this with wacky rig, but you want to use a little bitty hook for Texas rig, which is what I'm doing with this one. Most people say go up to the bend. However, from the point here up to the bend is not the same length from this bend to the eye. More like up to the barb, so that's where I go. You just want to simply go right in the very center of your bait, right up to the barb, go out. Then, bring it all the way up to there. Point this more straight down. Take your super glue. I like the Loctite brush on super glue. Simply, see it's brush. You don't want to add very much. Simply put a little bit right between the eyelet and that bend of the hook. Alright. Make sure if you have any in the eyelet, you want to get that out super quickly so it doesn't dry on you. This starts to cure in like 10 seconds. I'm just poking another hook through it to get it nice and cleared out. Alright. So now it's all cleared out. And pretty much have a invincible rig there. And then this one has the handy groove there. So you just go down to the very end of the hook right there. Pull back your worm. Here, measure one more time. Poke it through the bait. Alright. That's what it's going to look like. But I want to keep it in place there, so I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit more super glue on. Right there. Like that. And then once you let that dry, now it's not going to move. Look at that. Doesn't slide around. I'm pulling on it. So basically, this rig will last you for a lot longer. You don't have to keep rigging. Your worm won't break as easy. And just a little bit of super glue. I think you get this for like $3 or $4, and this will last you at least 100 lures if you were gonna do that many. But this is only like $3 or $4 at the store, so get the good stuff. Don't get the cheap stuff like this. Get the good stuff. Loctite. Only a few more bucks extra. This is like $3 or $4 and it's worth it. This, you saw how fast that dried. And then if you want to, you can just skin hook it to make it weedless. Anyway, that's a quick little fishing hack. Now, I'm only doing that to one of these worms. If you do it to every single worm, and then you decide you want a wacky rig worm, you're in trouble. So just do that to one worm. This worm will last you a lot longer. Won't fall off the hook as easy. And now, sometimes when you cast out a worm, this piece, this will slide down, and then it'll just look weird in the water or not be weedless. Look at that. The hook is basically in line with the worm. It'll always be that way. It can't go downward. Look at that. It's still in line with the worm. So, and it's still, fish bites it. Still have a good hook set on it. Just a little fishing hack for you. Pretty cheap and helps you save a lot of money. Thanks for watching.